especially Fennel out of Japan, a team that I think the whole world has been rooting for. And you have Xora Tigers Gaming from South Korea, a team that I think a lot of people are unfamiliar with. Well, you're about to get pretty familiar with them here in our grand finals as our teams are loading into our first draft.
Let's get into it. Hoopa quickly selected by Xora Tigers Gaming. Mimikyu on the side of Fennel. Let's get to work.
Here we go. Charizard banned out from Xora Tigers Gaming. Don't want to deal with ton on that Charizard. Final ban heading over to the Leafeon. Xora Tigers Gaming with your first pick of these grand finals. Again, this is a best of 5. A team will need to win 3 times to become your champion.
We see who we're hovering, and it's a Suru Ledge, snap block by Zhong, and we are on the side of Fennel here. How will they respond? Great options here. It looks like the Blissy's quickly queued up.
Yeah, it looks like Blissey is about to be locked in here as they're trying to choose their next Pokemon, and they are choosing Umbreon. Umbreon and Blissey taking their defender and their support early, possibly picking away something that they know Xora Tigers Gaming loves. That's what you're trying to do in this draft, Doob Snacks. Not only pick the best Pokemon for you, but steal away something that you know your opponents want.
I don't think Chobo's too rattled, though. They've been on this Eldegoss multiple times today, and they have saved the entire team with that Unite move. And now Mule snagging that Urshifu, which means Lucapo won't have it at their disposal.
You're right about that Eldegoss. We saw some absolute heroic plays from Xora Tigers Gaming with this Eldegoss as we look for our next 2 picks from Fennel. We're going to have to see if they want to lock in some all-rounders, some of their attackers, or if they want to try to let something wait till later so it can't be countered. Hovering Mew and Dodrio here.
Looks like Fennel is trying to get you to become their biggest fan here on broadcast, locking down the bird. As long as it has the right amount of hats, I think we're in good shape. Mashio has looked great on this Mew. They played it in the 3 games against Onyx Rise, locking it again. Unsurprisingly, though, Ward, who has had just an absolute ball-out performance on the Snorlax to get them to these finals, grabbing Mamoswine, a quality defender pick.
And here we go. Pikachu, our last pick for Xora Tigers Gaming. A Pokemon that I think a lot of people counted out, but you can't count out the mascot. It's been performing incredible here today. And as someone who loves Dodrio, I can tell you, you hate a Pikachu on the other side of the map.
Stunned. We've got a gutter pick Blaziken, what folks consider to be one of the best Pokemon in the game, and these priorities and the meta changes throughout the life cycle of a tournament, and we've just seen the biggest proof in the pudding of that right there.
Right there on the big stage. 5 trophies, 5 players, a best of 5. 5 games could separate them from becoming your champions. 1 team, their dreams will be dashed. 1 team will raise the trophy here very, very soon as our teams are loading in.
We've got a few more moments to these final preparations. These players get dialed in because once they hit the map, it's all action.
That's right. You have to imagine that the pressure is intense. This is the most pressure they've ever played under. They've been playing here all weekend, but they haven't been playing for everything. They haven't been playing for the grand finals, the championship trophy, the lion's share of a $500,000 prize pool as they're getting ready for it. And you know what? Fennel looks like they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, they're dialed in. They're ready to go. I think they know that this is their tournament to lose. And Xora Tigers Gaming, on the other hand, they're playing with house money. They're ready to cash in big in Honolulu.
And here we go as we get ready for it. Game number 1 is set to get underway. Xora Tigers Gaming, your purple team. Fennel, your orange team. These are the grand finals of the Pokemon Unite World Championships.
They're not letting anything up to chance here. It's all about that action. You see both central area Pokemon getting their support player to follow them around to make sure there's no invade shenanigans to kick off the grand final.
That's right. Urshifu takes a little while to get online, and it can definitely be pressured. As a lot of pressure is actually move towards this bottom goal zone here. 4 members of Fennel assaulting this tier 1. Mamoswine trying to push them back right here, but they are just having a lot to deal with.
Fennel has done an amazing job switching up every strategy and look that they've thrown at their opponents, keeping them on their toes, and essentially making any research may have done obsolete. Nice Electro Ball boosted auto follow-up. Mule is right there. Ton taking a ton of damage, and they're able to make it back. This team covers each other's behinds day in, day out. Nobody ever getting knocked out.
Beautiful stuff there from Fennel. What a tricky play. 4 members of their team down in this bottom path. I remember the 1-1-3, but the 1-0-4 as they try to take everything here in the center and push Mule back.
Mule is sitting there. They're going for an engagement on Combuskin. P not about that action. Going to step back behind. As you can see them clump up. And oh, it's a big time KO streak of 2 for Mule, saying, Lucapo, you got an Urshifu. I got one too, big boy.
Here we go, scoring in this bottom path now, 69-16. Xora Tigers Gaming taking a big fight and a win there off of Fennel. As you can see, Cerulege here in the central area. Urshifu coming up to help. They pick up another KO. They're looking for Dodrio. They're looking for a Pokemon on the other side as well. They go down. Cerulege is taken. Dodrio goes down.
Ward making it back to their side of the map. Meanwhile, we've had this Umbreon just working on the top. Dodrio finally evolved, ready to get into the action here. 69-21, the levels look in the favor of XTG right now, but with that Pikachu getting knocked out and points going in, the lead is shrinking.
That's right, this is just so incredibly close still. A lot of battling right out of the gate here. These teams being very, very aggressive, looking to get this Blaziken up to level 7 so it can finally evolve. Dodrio here in the top path, seeing if they can possibly catch something or get some experience. They're still a little bit behind. Cerulege already 7, and we have Urshifu at 8.
Sitting on pad, Tone just hanging out, seeing to see where Xora Tiger Gaming goes. We've got our next big objectives here in the Swablu and Altaria that populate great wild Pokemon farm that is going to be contested in most circumstances.
Here we go, moving in right here, big time Snarl, but the Phantom Force pushes it right back, trying to grab Dodrio. They're not able to make it, and they push on to the Umbreon here. Umbreon having to peel back.
Going right back into the action now that the Dodrio is ready to go. Ward playing up front, getting some vision, eating a boosted auto, barely gets caught by the solar beam, and that's going to be a problem. Mule getting away from the overheat, boosted auto on them, and now we've got Regis that have hit the map, but nobody's looking to fight over him quite yet.
Yeah, and it looks like Mule's going to start this here. He is level 9, so he does have his Unite move. Mew also with the Unite move here, hitting another massive solar beam. Mule's very low.
Ward getting buckled right now. Regirock is still standing, which means all of XTG has to back up, and that is taken by Fennel. The first objective and great experience goes over the orange team.
That's right, and as we can see in the top path, we have them fighting over this Regieleki. Goes to the side of Xora Tigers Gaming. One objective for Fennel, one objective for Xora Tigers as they start moving towards this goal zone. Are they going to be able to score here? Will Regieleki go in? 3 members of Fennel are here to stop them.
Yeah, and they're just going to be able to rip this Regieleki. Where's XTG going to go to try and find value? Blaziken getting collapsed on in the middle here as P tries to just go to the chase down on Chobo, but they're actually looking at the Blizzy. Nice Bliss assistance to keep them going. Can P convert? Nice eject going in the overheat. They're going to catch one and they're going to go for more. Chobo just running away and Jong saying, you're supposed to support me, big boy, but you're going in the wrong direction. Now they're getting on top of this goal zone. Yume has to peel back, but P is still in the action. And you know that fire type's all about the smoke. They're charging up an overheat. Nice Umbreon Unite by Tone to keep this push going. We're eating some eggs now and the points are going in. And finally, Fennel has the lead after a KO streak of 2 by P.
Continuing this push right here, looking to score. Pikachu actually stopping him with a Thunderbolt right into the Unite move, trying to stop the scores, but they can't do it. The points are raining in. Fennel now up 88-143.
You take a look at that. They looked at Pikachu and said, you might be the mascot, son, but I'm the best Pokemon in this game. And just hit him with a couple scissor kicks to the teeth, sending Pikachu flying in a bad way.
Here we have in the top path, Mule trying to get as much experience as they can. Level-wise, it's very close between these two teams. Score-wise, also very close, but we have a bottom goal zone gone for Xora Tigers Gaming. Yes, they have access to some free experience on their side of the map, but they lose a huge positional advantage down here at this objective, and you can see it's going to be difficult for them to move in and fight. Instead, they possibly could look for a catch in the central area, but look at this. Fennel looking to put more points on the board.
Yeah, as they've had great vision on XTG. Nice engaged attempt by Ward to at least get space, but Lucapo's not shying away. Overheat charged up. It does catch Mule for half their HP, forcing out the Pikachu Unite. Cotton Cloud crash by Chobo, picks up Cerulege, and now they're going to get an opportunity to score. Big overdunk there in a good way. Still down by 52, but it's signs of life out of XTG.
That's right, and now we have one goal zone gone for both teams. Regieleki getting very, very low. The secure, no! The Unite move not able to make it happen. Urshifu starts pushing towards this Umbreon. Umbreon in the face of Xora Tigers Gaming.
Nice solar beam by Mashio to get on top of this team. Nice Bliss assistance on P to bully out the other Urshifu.
Here we go. Regieleki walking but it looks like it's going to be stopped by Fennel. There's not a lot Xora Tigers Gaming can do about it, and they're not pushing with it. They're also not moving towards this bottom goal zone. This bottom goal zone's still up and giving a great positional advantage for this next objective in the bottom path. We have a Reggie who has spawned down there. We have another fight breaking out here in the center.
Cone using foul play to get the burst towards their side. Boosted out Electro Ball, catches Mule. Mule is taking a ton of damage. They're jumping on top of them, and the KO's down. Mule is down, getting donkey kicked back to face, and they're raging forward. 2 players down. Solar Beam finds Ward. Ward taking a ton of damage as well, and they're sent packing. And this is another goal zone getting attacked by Fennel.
That's right, Fennel attacking this goal zone. Mew getting very, very low, but somehow peels out with almost no HP. The Unite move from Pika doesn't find it. The no HP Mew from a mile away decides to hit him with the Solar Beam. They have to pull back now as we have Urshifu, Eldegoss, and Mamoswine defending this goal zone. Still very close. 150 now to 238 after Fennel has scored more points in this bottom path. Umbreon scoring again, another 12, bringing them up to a 100-point lead.
What is very important of this composition that Fennel have is that Dodrio is incredibly good at scoring points and playing away from the rest of the team. So that's an opportunity how they can stress them out. Nice KO by Zhang on the Blissey to be able to work on this Registeel. Solar Beam's a little early. They're not going to be able to take it out from under XTG. 30 seconds till Ray, the first Ray of our Grand Finals.
That's right. This will be our first test of these two teams at Rayquaza. Very close on the scoreboard. In fact, one full pocket score in double time here under the 2-minute mark will bring these teams to a tie. However, the team that hit the score threshold first would win if they happen to tie in this moment. So Xora Tigers Gaming needs to score a little bit more than that. 10 seconds now as we have Fennel positioning around this Rayquaza. Same thing here with Xora Tigers, finding out exactly how they want to engage here. They know they're behind. They know they're going to be the team that needs to make a play. And Dodrio can run away, as you said, and score at any moment. We're going to see how Xora Tigers wants to play this. Getting aggressive, moving towards the side of Fennel right now. We have Mamoswine Pikachu, and we have Cerulege hiding in this tall grass, waiting for this fight. They don't want to make a mistake, but they do need to make a move. Fennel chipping up Rayquaza, getting it ready, or just really trying to bait their opponents into a fight. Nice big Solar Beam onto the Mamoswine. Urshifu still waiting for this fight. Blaziken pushing back and forth. And Fennel can do this all day because they are in the lead. Cerulege is coming around, looking for their moment. Pikachu with the Thunderbolt, pushed back by the Mew. Still no engagement here, Dupsnax. Both teams playing very, very safe. And here comes Umbreon.
Umbreon Unite, great double engage after the foul play. They're looking for the target. Jong and Solo Solar Beam. They pop their Unite move to save them. The shield is so low. Mashio goes back in. They're popping back forward. Nobody goes down just yet. Subin is an absolute blender here. It's finally Mule gets attacked here after they use their Unite move. Bliss assisted to the middle. They're going to keep this thing going. And finally, this Dodrio's coming alive. A KO for each head that it has. They're sitting on top of them. Big charged up overheat. And that's curtain, son. Just Ward standing, and they're trying to rush back to the middle. But I don't think Fennel cares about the big dragon.
That's right. They can run and score right here. Dodrio putting some scores into this top path as points rain into the bottom goal zone. 30 seconds left on the clock as multiple members of Xora Tigers Gaming are coming off of respawn. Back from the Pokemon Center, but there's not a lot of time. There's not much they can do here. Completely zoned out. Not able to push towards Rayquaza with only 15 seconds left on the clock and the score lead here. Fennel takes game number 1 in our Grand Finals.
What a match by them. Really, from beginning to end, it felt like they had a really good pulse of what XTG was trying to do.
Yeah, it felt like Fennel played incredibly right there. As you can see how hyped the crowd is for Japan, how hyped they are for these Grand Finals. Fennel feeling great, playing great, beautiful Rayquaza fight. And you see how good these two teams are, Dupsnax. In these moments, you will notice one step closer to becoming your champion.
We saw a lot of great things out of Xora Tigers Gaming, though. I mean, Zhang, Mule was having a very good game on that Urshifu. Unfortunately, Zhang was the first player to go down in that Ray fight, which means it makes it super easy to prioritize Mule and let that Urshifu essentially stymie it from taking over.
There was a moment, Snacks, in that last match where the Cerulege for sure was going down. It was caught with the Pikachu Unite. There was the Electro Ball following Cerulege and had a beautiful Phantom Force disappearing right on the edge of almost being taken out. They eventually did chase it down, but it's just these kind of plays that you only can see here with these top teams.
Xora Tigers Gaming, we're watching this draft develop here. The bands looking exactly the same from the first game, but we've got Cerulege locked in by Zhang again. And I'm not surprised. They were playing pretty well. It's just on the other side, Fennel playing great.
Yeah, and they're taking this Umbreon, taking this Blissey. They want to shore up that part of their team before they let their opponents know exactly what Pokemon they're bringing. You know, the earlier you pick some of your carry Pokemon, the easier it is for your opponents to counter you.
Without a doubt, Mule grabbing the Urshifu again, and now we are seeing where we're going to go on the side of Fennel. They're going to grab the Blaziken again, but prioritizing it a little bit higher to make sure they don't lose it. Mashio on Mew, why not?
Yeah, and they may want to see what their opponents are bringing out before they decide to possibly bring Dodrio again, or if they have some other ideas that they want to bring out to this match. We're seeing Trevenant and we're seeing Inteleon. The 1-2 punch of these Pokemon, it's pretty impressive. The Wood Hammer sets up a perfect snipe shot for Inteleon. And now we do have Dodrio once again in our grand finals. Please don't nerf it.
Don't nerf it. Lucapo on this Dodrio is going to be able to harass Subin, though. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on Ward and Chobo to elevate their game and make sure that whenever Lucapo goes for a big-time dive, that they are there, doing what they've done all tournament long and making sure that Inteleon stays standing so it can grip and rip some snipe shots.
Xora Tigers Gaming obviously needed to change their strategy up a little bit right here, and they have in game number 2. They want to even this series up. They have a best of 5, but they don't want to give another because they'll be right on the edge of losing this whole thing. We're going to have to see how they want to play this. They had some phenomenal fights there in game 1, but it did feel like Fennel had control of that match most of the time.
They really did, and the fact that they were able to leave players in paths by themselves and have them achieve their goal, which was essentially not give up a goal zone, right? How long did we see Tone just sitting up top, sitting on pad, defending it by themselves until finally the team rolled up and they're able to take a great team fight?
Here we have our players loading in. Fennel riding high off that first victory. Xora Tigers Gaming needs to figure something out as we head to our game number 2. That is what they're playing for. The hardware, the big bucks, all the pride, and the ability to call themselves a Pokemon Unite World Champion. We are heading into game number 2, Snacks. Here we go. Xora Tigers Gaming, your purple team. Fennel, your orange team. Up 1 game in this best of 5 grand finals.
Sending Blaziken in the middle this time. No need for Yume to be the escort. Lucapo going straight across, going to start scoring now, and they're going to be able to put some good pressure on Zhang. Another Pokemon that isn't too great in the early stages, of course, this Cerulege, and they're just going to have the pressure put on them by Yume right now.
Yeah, and it looks like Yume is having to run away from this here, but they are actually able to get out, stealing the berry, not able to score a moment ago, but instead taking a berry, heading back home. We're going to see if Dodrio can get any bit of this experience here as it heads over to the side of Xora Tigers.
Well, Mule's rotating downstairs, which means we've got a balanced fight up top, and they're going for a pick on who else but Tone, who is nigh impossible to knock out. They make it back to back. Boosted auto, fired away on Ward to make sure that they can't keep that pressure up, and Tone makes it out again.
We have Fennel here. They're the only team to have scored a point so far as we have a fight getting ready to break out here. Combustion can try to pull it back, and they do. Pulling it towards their side, and they pick up a KO on the Inteleon. They could continue to push, or they could just leave him alone. Big time boosted, big time Electro Ball, and now this experience is theirs as well.
Yeah, they might only be up 17 on the scoreboard, but that's looking to change real quick as we still have a Phantom trying to evolve here. And I'll tell you what, that Trevenant really needs the Woodhammers to come online to feel like a real character. Darting back through his Lucapo. KO for them as a Gossifleur goes down. Chobo can't even get to Eldegoss.
Fennel right now in absolute control of this match, seeing if they can stop this Cerulege from evolving and take some of this here. Dodrio, it's already got the correct number of bandanas here in our top path as we have the bird spawning here at 8 minutes. Urshifu coming from the side of Xora Tigers gets noticed and caught out by Fennel.
Moving through, Mules looking for a target, but taking a ton of damage here. Tone not really afraid as they go straight on to Ward. Half their HP's gone. Electro Ball boosted auto puts them on the verge of getting knocked out. You got the shield up, Solar Beam, KO.
Big stuff here for Fennel. It feels like they're winning everywhere they go, stealing away these berries. You can see how annoying and amazing a Umbreon player like this is as they break this bottom goal zone. Shades of last game, taking away that positional advantage, making it so it's really difficult for Xora Tigers to fight over this bottom objective.
Tone going straight in. Now Lukubo sees that the team's there, and it's about that action. We're going forward. Electro Ball again on Chobo, takes a ton of damage. Zhang has to peel back. Ward steps up and at least eats the boosted, but we press forward. Tone with the foul play reposition. Ward chipped up, tons of damage. That's a drive-by by that Dodrio. Lukubo gonna get out, back towards their goal zone. Nice little snipe shot by Subin. They're trying to get online. Finally, the tree is knocked out. The snipe shots are going wide, Ray Finkel, and now XTG has to look at Regieleki and hope that they can take it.
That's right, they're just going to try to rip it off the map as fast as they can, get it for themselves, and they do. Snipe shot by Inteleon, able to get the secure. This is going to walk towards Fennel. They could let this in for a very small overcap here in the top path. They also could try to stop it and not give any score or positional advantage to their opponents, and it looks like that's what they're going to do as they're making their way down to this bottom path, possibly looking for a sneaky catch right here, not able to pull them into the overheat.
Tone is fearless, seeing 4 players and going straight after their tank, saying we have nothing but action for you. Regice is getting ripped. We're going to put overheat is there, eject button in to get it. Taken by Fennel. That is clockwork, son. And now we're using the Tone Unite move. 2 players down. The pressure is crushing them into a diamond. Subin gets buckled. Fennel is on fire, funneling them the KOs. His XTG. They're going to sit on this goal pad. That's another one. That's a 4-pack. Can we make it 5? We're going to keep scrapping here. And you know they want it, Spraggles. They're sitting on the goal zone. Bliss assistance is perfect. P going to try and line up another.
That's a penta! That's a penta in your grand finals as Fennel continues this push. They won't stop. Every member of Xora Tigers trying to push them off of this goal zone, and it looks like Fennel is just trying to assert their dominance here, prove a point. They could have left a long time ago, and they're trying to leave with the trophy here today.
Subin again finding some snipe shots finally. KO streak at 2 for them, good experience. Popping their Unite move, they're looking for Tone. They say, I'll take a couple myself. Lukupo snuffing out Mule, no problems. Looking like a donkey out here getting put down.
Look, Xora Tigers Gaming had an incredible defense right there. They picked up a ton of KOs. They got a lot of catch-up experience, but boy, that looked good for Fennel. And a penta KO in a match like this feels pretty dang good. Scoreline as well, 93 to 220 with a tier 1 still up on the side of Xora Tigers.
An absolute clinic out here. You are looking at Fennel, and they are not giving up an inch to this XTG team. Regieleki getting work done. Snipe shot going wide. That's going to make it tough to pressure. Tone looking at this. Trev Unite does catch 3. Overheats charge. Another objective secured. They use the Unite move. Does the Urshifu, but they go down before they can leverage it. Snipe shot hits the Blissey Yume, but they're looking to score. Regieleki is going to hit, and this is a big overdunk opportunity. Chobo and Subin are playing from a mile away, and Fennel is humming.
Beautiful stuff. Huge overcap in the top path. 93, 290 with 4 minutes on the clock. It's a level 13 Blaziken, and it's playing like it. I think it's going to stay here in their central area. Why not? It has control over everything else in this match. Bliss Assistance moves in.
Come on.
Trying to put more and more onto the plates of Xora Tigers. A double KO. They won't leave, and Xora Tiger Gaming can't do anything about it.
I got that hot chicken karate. We split logs out here. That Trevenant's done for. Fennel is on another galaxy right now. They are commanding this entire map.
Fennel is playing like the team a lot of people expected them to be. Getting ready for this Reggie Rock. We have multiple members of Fennel here while they're scoring in the top and bottom path right now, increasing their score lead. We have Cerulege moving in. Mew saying, nah, that's okay. I'll become invincible here for a moment as we finally have an objective that looks like it's going to go the way of Xora Tigers.
And I think Fennel doesn't care because they want the action. They are up by a metric ton here. And Tone, no exception, going straight at them again. Why not? We are all over them. Solar Beam comes through. John goes down. We're looking for Chobo. Nice little with Dodrio Unite to get on the backside, and they're gone. Cotton Cloud Crash is going to land, but there's nobody to save because all of your friends are in the Pokemon Center. We're looking for it. We're going to go for it. Nurse Join, we got another one. We need to get them sorted out. Eject button overheat, doesn't matter. We're surfing through. We don't care. We are going for it. This crown is going to be ours.
Incredible stuff from Fennel. They just won't let up. The fight continues. They push forward and pick up more KOs. Blissey decides to get in the action. I'll take a KO as well. I feel like everyone's getting them out here, right? Fennel dominating this game. 30 seconds until Rayquaza. It's not over, but they are stomping on Xora Tigers Gaming in their central area. Pushing back right now, seeing if there's anything they can do. Almost eating a massive overheat from the tall grass. 20 seconds until Rayquaza, and these teams are getting ready for it, Team Snacks.
They are biding their time. If you're Fennel, you're like, okay, maybe we'll farm up, maybe we'll hang out. Let's just talk about what we're going to do. Oh, go straight to XTG and get this Dubsky? Of course, that's exactly where we're going.
Here we go. 5 seconds until Rayquaza. That is a level 15 Blaziken on the side of Fennel. Not surprising here. I think it has 15 plus KOs as we have members of Xora Tigers Gaming looking to see if they can find Fennel. Fennel has been so aggressive, but right here, they can kind of relax for a bit. They're up so much on the scoreboard. Xora Tigers Gaming just needs to come in, and then they can catch that Tiger in the trap and take game number 2.
It's hard because Tone is still running at them. They've got a great idea of where all XTG is. Nice Solar Beam. Ward is at half HP already, which means they can't lead an engagement here. Snipe Shot hasn't found a mark yet. Zoo Beam's moving around. Let's see if they can actually get. Cerule Edge with the back cap 88, but that's not going to make a big dent in this just yet.
Not yet. They're looking for a possible fight here. Fennel is. Obviously, Xora Tigers Gaming needs to make a play. They decided to score here, which is good, but they need to take a big fight. The problem is on the other side is Fennel that's been absolutely handling them all game, and here comes the overheat.
Edge goes right to the downside. We're fighting in the middle. Umbreon Unite pop to get the shields, and we're going forward. Mule is down instantly. We're Cotton Cloud crashing, not going to save anyone, but at least Luca Poco's down. Machio looking for an opportunity. They dart over the wall. Ward is like, where is my team? What just happened? I don't know if you forgot about this, but we need this Ray. Ward with a Horn Leech, but they're so low. They're going to be easy to be sorted out by the level 15. Blaziken here. Meanwhile, we have Chobo just A-pressing the Rayquaza. It's below half. We're moving to the middle. There's one player down, and it's the Snipe Shot and Teleon for a chance. They get buckled. 10, Jack, Queen, King. That's an ace, and Fennel is looking to take game 2.
Fennel takes game 2 in commanding fashion. Urshifu hanging out at the home base. There's nothing they can do in this moment. We had multiple members of Fennel go down, and they said, yeah, an eye for an eye. We'll take the eye of the tiger here and take the whole team. Fennel up 2 games in your grand finals, and I don't know if anyone can beat this team.
We are looking here, and this seems like deja vu if you've been watching UCS World's Finals. These teams that have made the finals, that have looked to be the favorites, have dominated. Year 1, 3 straight games. Year 2.
If you will, especially on that Tier 2 goal zone, they just wanted to keep showing off for the crowd.
If you're XTG, you've got the reverse sweep ahead of you if you want to win. That is so much work you lie ahead. Take it 10 minutes at a time. The next 10 minutes is the most important of your tournament, and Fennel only wants to play 10 more minutes of Unite today.
That's right. Xora Tigers Gaming has to win this thing bit by bit, the same way that you eat a Buick, just a little bit at a time, just bit by bit. Brought a card thing back. Pretty good, right? As we look at our bands here, Charizard, Cerule Edge, Mimikyu, and Leafeon first pick to Xora Tigers, and they are taking away this Umbreon.
Yeah, I mean, Tone's been insane on it, but that does unlock the Hoopa. We'll see if Fennel truly cares about it. They've been operating incredibly well without it so far. Is that the well they're going to dip into now that it's their opportunity?
Take a look at this here. Blaziken, I mean, are you shocked after that performance last game? There's no way they want their opponents to have this Pokemon. We may be looking at the best Blaziken player in the world right now. On the side here of Xora Tigers, the Hoopa is taken. Yep. The Urshifu once again makes its way to the battlefield. Felt like that Urshifu got shut down hard in game 2, correct, but we've seen how powerful it could be throughout this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the focus, the prio of attacking Xora Tigers game is that Fennel has put into practice. was meticulous, right? In the first game, it was Zhang, then Mule. In the second game, it was Mule, then Zhang. Depending on how they're going with these engagements, switched up what they're doing, and Fennel was always on the same page. Now, we have Tone on this Mamoswine, Mashio, Mew, match made in heaven.
Here we go. We've got the Mamo. We've got the Mew. On the other side, Gyarados possibly coming out. We saw this earlier in the day from Xora Tigers, and it looked pretty amazing. Once again, they're bringing the Inteleon. If those snipe shots land true, it will be amazing for them. And Lucapo says, I don't see any reason I'm not bringing the bird back here for game number 3. I'm looking to win this whole thing, and I've been feeling pretty good on it.
Well, there's another thing Fennel needs to consider. If they're going to win right now, these are going to be their Pokemon that they're going to be staple to as the one they won the World Championships with. Now, Lucapo loves Dodrio 3 times in a row. They're trying to make you their biggest fan. Is it working?
Absolutely. Not enough people are playing Dodrio. It's an epidemic out there. I didn't want to take a moment in the Grand Finals to talk about it, but we need your support. When you log on to Pokemon Unite, play Dodrio. It's important. It's a 3-headed bird with the perfect amount of hats, and not enough of you are doing it. Also, actually, you know what? Don't play it. They're going to nerf it again. Don't nerf it again!
We are moments away from Game 3. 10 minutes separate Xora Tigers Gaming from being eliminated and Fennel from being your world champions.
It's going to be pretty hard to dig themselves out of this hole. Not impossible. We've seen Xora Tigers Gaming have amazing sets, but Fennel is flying high right now, and they are looking to swoop down and snatch those trophies right out of the hands of Xora Tigers Gaming. That last match was a clinic. It was a whole hospital. It was just about every medical unit you could imagine. I mean, it was insane what they did to Xora Tigers Gaming in Game 2. We're going to have to see if they can bring that to game number 3 and just close this out right now.
We're queuing in. We're locking in. Fennel's locking in. Xora Tigers Gaming better lock in because they are about to be eliminated. And really, Fennel looks unstoppable going into this third game.
For Xora Tigers Gaming, this is your moment. This is when the Eye of the Tiger could start playing for you and you start fighting back. I don't know if you heard the bell yet, Xora Tigers Gaming, but it's time to turn this thing on and start fighting. Fennel seems to have your number, but you want to prove everyone wrong. You want to prove that you're not the underdogs. You're going to need to do it here in game number 3.
We're looking them load in. They've got the Pokemon they want to take to battle. Thea Sky Ruins is about to be populated by 10 players, 10 trainers, and 10 minutes left to get this thing done.
Fennel feeling great right now. Just this moment waiting for this match here. They have to be feeling pretty confident. You don't want to be overconfident, but you know what? I don't think that would hurt them too much. They've just been playing so incredibly well. Only one team throughout this entire weekend has even taken a single game off of them. That is how good they are. And that is what they want their World Championship run to look like. An almost flawless march to the Grand Finals.
It needs to be a little less flawless if you're Xora Tigers Gaming. They are getting ready to jump into the action, which we were in.
We are in the action here of game number 3 of our Grand Finals here. Fennel, your orange team, Xora Tigers Gaming, your purple team. And you know what, I'm not gonna lie to you, dudes. Next, looks like we're having a little bit of a problem here. This might even be worse for Xora Tigers Gaming.
Yeah, this is pretty choppy, but we're going for the scores. We're gonna stack them up. We're gonna do our best out here. Ward gonna peel back, of course, grabbing that Umbreon out from Tone, worth that first pick. We're about to find out.
Mule heading up to the top path here with the Rapid Strike Urshifu, seeing what they can make happen as they move up here. Dodrio already online. The Mamoswine goes down as they push for this fight. Magikarp not online yet, but it's getting very, very close, especially if they can pick up a KO or an assist.
He still just this little Torchic. Ward able to foul play back all of the Swablu and Altaria. An Electro Ball comes through and tries to pick it up. Mashio getting a little bit, but not as much as they'd like, as Subin is knocking on the door of Inteleon.
And here we have the Magikarp looking to evolve here. The only point scored so far is from Fennel, as we are currently enjoying some Cosmic Pokemon Unite. Yes, the game is skipping a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Just a hair.
Hey, we're back, baby, let's go!
We see Yume going up. P gonna peel back as Combustion, the ugliest Pokemon in the game, as they're working through this. Indeed, we're going for 1v1 Subin. You may running away here. Ward not really willing to chase, and you may not ready to give up on this experience.
We have Dodrio moving towards the center here. Shifu pushing in, looking for a fight, not able to make much happen. The hyperspace hold there, but Umbreon not able to make it back through it. Huge solar beam takes the KO, and Mamoswine pushing forward, looking to grab with the Ice Fang, not able to make it happen, but Urshifu needs to run away once again, and it feels like this Urshifu is always running away from these fights because Fennel is dominating them.
Yeah, the Piloswine has those little tusks, like T-Rex arms, can't quite reach as far until it hits Mamoswine, but Tone is ready to go and ready to go to work. The portal is down, Mule doesn't even, I was gonna say, Mule waits for it, takes it back. Are they coming back through? Yes, we're gonna go for this engagement here. Mule gets picked up, put down by the Ice Fang, and now Luca Poe's there to do a ton of damage. Mule getting chopped up, taken down quickly. The portal is way too late, and they blink out of existence with full HP, roar right back through. His Gyarados is online.
And here we go, Dodrio looking to make something happen here in this top path. Ton looking to start it here with the Ice Fang, gets the secure on the wild Pokemon, but not able to grab anyone from Xora Tigers Gaming just yet. They decide to break this goal zone. This is a play they've been making over and over again. Get rid of this tier 1 in the bottom path. They don't get as much experience as they would in the top path, and they take away all their positional advantage down there. Regieleki getting ready to head over to the side of Xora Tigers, and it does. On the bottom path, we have Fennel ripping apart this Registeel. We're going to be able to get it. Blaziken's got the rip, it's got the secure, and it's got the steal right now. 15 to 107. Ton in a little bit of trouble right here, getting caught out, and they go down.
Really, again, that's just buying time for the rest of Fennel to get this Regieleki off the map before Xora Tigers Gaming can step up and use it to their advantage. So a nice little play and read. P looking for Zhong right now, charging up an overheat, actually hits Chobo, tons of damage. Electro Ball, engagement follow-up with that big boosted attack out of Dodrio. They put a drill right through their chest. Darting back, overheat charge up, nobody home.
And here we go, just continuing with the boost, it's continuing with the Electro Ball, seeing if they can score in this top path. Dodrio looking to make something sneaky happen, but Xora Tiger Gaming has sniffed it out. They're sending Gyarados down to that bottom path to stop them. Here comes the Umbreon, trying to pull the Blaziken away, but there just isn't enough damage. Once again, an Electro Ball, big time overheat, and that's another KO.
P moving forward, they want Ward, or they're gonna switch their attention, and they're gonna get the next target down. They rage on, and this goal zone is gone.
And here we go, scoring 15 to 180. Nope, 201 before the 5-minute mark. Huge lead here for Fennel. Fennel is just playing so incredibly well. Like champions have in the past, they are coming to our grand finals, and they are proving it with dominant performances. Xora Tigers Gaming needs to step it up. They need to find their moments. Could this be the start for them? Well, it has to be. They are so far behind, and if they don't win this game, it's all over. Fennel becomes your champions.
P getting immediately collapsed on. This is a great KO for them, actually forcing out the Inteleon Unite move, and they are going to able to get that knockout on P. At least that's good experience. That's where it starts. Where do we go from here, Spraggles?
That's the question for Xora Tigers Gaming, right? How are they going to be able to come back? They have Unite moves, they can get a massive catch. If they're able to grab Dodrio as they've grabbed Blaziken right here, they can come back in this game experience-wise. Score-wise, it's gonna be a long time before they're able to climb that mountain, but they're looking to make it happen. A reset coming through this hyperspace hole as Regieleki is walking towards this top path. Members of Xora Tigers are now gonna have to decide if they wanna fight here or if they wanna find other opportunities. The map is littered with experience. There are wild Pokemon everywhere. They can get back in this game experience-wise and get ready for a fight near the end of the match if they just take some of it. But there's another objective on the map, and there's a Blaziken that just seems to do whatever it wants on the side of Fennel.
Luca Poe easily getting out of the trap that was sprung on them as Tone is living in the central area of Xora Tigers Gaming. Poor Mule can't take any of their air quotes safe farm because Tone is living in their house.
Here we go, Regirock going down to the side of Xora Tigers. They actually have a little wind in their sails right now. The match is slowly turning in their direction, looking for another KO. It's on a support, but they'll take it. They'll take anything they can get. Big time overheat. Gyarados uses the bounce to peel out of this fight. As Mamoswine looks to move in, Umbreon in a lot of trouble, gets shut down.
I mean, that was a forced out Umbreon Unite a little late. They're going to have to work to get that back. And we're using the Unite move on the Urshifu Mules going in. They don't get a KO for it. We're going rings unbound. They just want to take a fight. They need a confidence booster from somewhere. We're surfing through his Machio. Subin finds a target on the Dodrio. Now there's 3 players down in a heartbeat for Xora Tigers Gaming. They picked this fight, but they weren't ready for the bang, bang action that Fennel's ready to bring. KO Streak a 2 for P. They're keeping this pressure on. KO Streak a 3, and I don't see this number going much higher unless Xora Tigers Gaming is willing to play ball.
And here they go. Blaziken just not stopping here, looking to make a statement. They're continuing the fight, but a massive catch there for Xora Tigers. That is a level 14 Blaziken. The experience that just went over to the other side can help even up this match. They know they're behind on points by a lot, but they can get close on levels and they can win a big fight. They could come back in this game, and catches like that could make it happen. It could be the overconfidence of Fennel that lets Xora Tigers Gaming take game number 3. Reggie Alecki walking right now, as Xora Tigers is going to need to decide when do they make their stand, because Dupe Snacks, this could be their final stand. This could be their final match of this series. This could be the final Rayquaza where Fennel takes the whole thing and proves to the world that they are the best. We're looking now at how Xora Tigers wants to play it, because Fennel can do whatever they want.
They're going for the ring. They want the win right now. They're going straight forward. It's stunned in the middle. Who's going to go for the secure? Race so low. Who's going to get it? It's going to be taken by Fennel. It's going to be taken by Fennel. Machio gets it done. I'll tell you what. Fennel has only been in Honolulu for a couple days, but Hawaii has a new Alei. Bow down to your Chiefs of Unite. Fennel!
The points continue to rain in. The Rayquaza is taken. A flawless game number 1. An even better game 2. And in game 3 here of your grand finals, Fennel now just gets to do what they do best in KO members of Xora Tigers Gaming. The undefeated, the unbeatable, the unstoppable. And I know we've got 1 minute and 10 seconds left, but I gotta be honest with you, everybody. It's over already. You're looking at your grand finals world champions. Fennel from Japan has taken this whole thing, and it looks like the enemy home goal zone is theirs as well.
From the first minute to the last minute, besides Onic Rise taking 1 10-minute stretch out from under them, they have been perfect. They have been meticulous. They are now your world champions, and there is absolutely no doubt who the number 1 team in Pokemon Unite is right now.
The clock counting down here before they can celebrate. They don't want to set their controllers down. They don't want to set their device down. They want to savor this moment, because in 20 seconds, they get to come to the full realization of what we in this arena have already found out. Fennel is the best to do it this year in Pokemon Unite. Japan is the best region in Pokemon Unite, as we are counting it down. The last 5 seconds here before we can crown our champions!
Fennel!